Hello, I'm Gracie. Today I'm going to explain the fourth lesson from Footprints Without Feet, A Question of Trust, written by Victor Canning. Victor Canning depicts a story of Horace Dambe. Horace Dambe was a businessman. He had his own business of making locks. He was considered as good citizen and he was also considered as honest citizen. He was around 50 years, but he was unmarried. But timely, once a year, he would rob people's houses because he wanted to buy, he had an hobby to purchase very expensive books. He wanted to read good many books. So, in order to fulfill his desire, he would rob people's houses. So, he plans and he observes the house of Shortover Grange. Shortover Grange's house, he keeps a track, he plans, he keeps under observation his house, his paths, his garden, his keys, his servants, everything he keeps under observation in order to rob his house. He knew Shortover Grange's own family members had gone to London, but in the house only two servants were there. So he looks, he keeps with taking keen interest to look at the keys where they keep or the paths, how to go about, everything he observes carefully. One fine day, the two servants from Shortover Grange house go for movie. And he knew the movie takes probably around 3 hours. And he plans to go to rob the jewels from his house. He packs all the tools that are required to rob and he put gloves on his hands and he goes. He knew the servants had hung the key near the kitchen door outside and he takes the key, puts the glove and opens the lock and enters in. While he enters in, he sees the dog. Owner also had a dog and the dog's name was Sherry. And he knew the dogs, if their names are taken, they will not do any harm. So he called that dog Sherry by its name. And the dog wags his tail and sits quietly. So, as he was making an attempt, he was removing all the tools that he has carried. He goes near the table and there was a vase, flower vase. In that flower vase, there were a lot of flowers. He was suffering from hay fever. He was energy. He had that energy whenever he comes across some special flower, some rare flowers, he would get sneezing. So because of those flowers, he gets some tickled in his nose and he starts sneezing. The sneeze of his being heard by a young lady who hears and comes down from the first floor to the ground floor. And she says, "Hey, you should be going to the doctor. Why don't you treat yourself? You are having hay fever." And Horace Dambe gets very scared because he thinks someone is in the house. He never expected anyone to be in the house. And the lady proves that she is the owner's wife. And Horace Dambe makes an attempt. She tells her that pleads her that I will go from here. Please, I will go. Please don't hand me over to the police. She says, "No, I cannot allow you just like that. But with one condition, I may allow you. I want from the lock all my jewels. Actually, I have told my husband to put all that gold in the bank. But he has forgotten to, I have forgotten the key and password of that lock. If you remove all the gold from the lock, I may allow you to go safely home. In that excitement, he removes the gloves from his hand and he breaks open the door lock. And he opens the lock and gets out all the jewels and gives into the hands of that lady. And the lady takes. After 1 or 2 days, he was arrested by the police. And while he was arrested, he tells, it is not I who has robbed, it is the lady. But his fingerprints were touched everywhere. Because of his fingerprints, the police caught him red-handed. So actually, the lady owner's wife was around 60 years old, and later he was put in the prison, and there he was made as an assistant librarian in the prison. Horace Dampe gets very angry when anyone talks about honor among the thieves. This is the end of this story, A Question of Trust. I will give you some extra questions which may probably help you for your exams. What story did the lady tell Horace to get the jewels? The lady told Horace that she has promised her husband to take her jewels to the bank, but she left them in the safe and she wanted to wear it for a party at night, but she has forgotten the number of that safe. Horace believed and opened the safe, and he removes all the gold ornaments and gives to her. The second question is, Horace was a thief who planned his work carefully. Describe how did it before robbing the house at Shotover Grange. Before robbing Shotover Grange's house, Horace made a good plan. He had been studying the house at Shotover Grange for 2 weeks, looking at its room, its wires, its paths, its garden, etc. He knew 2 servants who remained in the house while the family were in London. Servants had gone for a movie, and his servants had hung the key to the kitchen door on a hook outside. He opened the door and enters in. I hope you like the explanation of A Question of Trust lesson. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and press the bell icon. Thank you.